Hello everyone, welcome back to another 100% on the channel. Today is 7 Doors, a puzzle game with 17 total achievements. Some are missable, by the way, don't forget. This game only takes about an hour to complete, maybe 2 if you do 2 runs, if you just want to play the game normally. But I recommend playing it once at least and then going back just so you have a little bit more enjoyment. Moving right in, as you can see, you walk through the first door and you get an achievement for opening the first door of the game. You don't have to do anything, don't have to do anything at all. You just listen to the cutscene, and after this, you get an achievement.
Hit the red buttons!
That was easy. That was easy.
But just a little bit to start off, this is puzzles per room, and there is only, I think, 2 or 3 missable achievements, which I will go over when we get to them. But the puzzles aren't hard by any means. It'll take a little bit for you to figure them out. If you struggle with it, I would just look up the achievements.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
But moving right in, you just go over here, pick up the pistol off the table, and the magazine, of course. You need the bullets.
I am completely out of ammo.
But after this, you will look up and you'll see in the chandelier a gold skull. Gold skulls are very important. This is how you open every single door in this game. There will be a gold skull in every room that you have to figure out the puzzle to unlock. For this one, you just shoot off the chandelier, put it in the door, and after you do this, you get an achievement. Moving on to the second room, you'll see a turkey on one of the tables in here, and after trying to put it in one of the pedestals, you'll get an achievement for Thanksgiving Day. Moving on. Once again, still in the second room, you'll see I'm putting all these items into the pedestals. They will auto-lock if once you get them to the right pedestal, and this is consistent throughout the game. Once you do this, you'll get the gold skull to open the door, and once you walk through the door, you'll get your achievements. But first, you need to go to this thing, pick up the lighter fluid, pick up the lighter, and then blow out the candle for a missable achievement. This is obviously one of the easier missable achievements, but it is extremely easy to do. You don't have to do anything but pick up those items, blow out the candle. After this, you enter the third room. The third room, you just can't look at these little denizen looking guys. And about halfway through the room, you'll find the gold skull, and you have to pick it up off the denizens. But you just can't look directly at them, and you'll make your way through the room. You'll go through the center, or through the right to the center, and then to the far left. As long as you hug the wall, the skull will immediately lock into the place once you get to it. And after walking through the doors, just like the other rooms, once you get to the next door, you'll get your achievement. So the next room requires a code to get the gold skull. I'm not showing you how to get the code. I'll show you some of them, but not all of them.
Figure it out for yourself. What are you afraid of?
But after that, you get the achievement for completing the room once you put this gold skull in the game, or in the door. As you can see, this was a trap room. You pick up the gold skull about halfway through, and once you get to the end, you just open the door. This one's not hard by any means. It's just trial and error. So once you do that, you get to the next door, and your achievement pops for you. So in this room, you just walk straight to the end of the hallway that you saw in the beginning and just enter the code I input on screen. This is one of the codes I'm giving you because it's a little more confusing than the other ones. But follow along here, and after doing this, you will you'll get the gold skull and open the next door. So once again, follow my path here. This is another one that I'm going to give you guys.
Checkmate.
This is spoilers for if you want to do this by yourself. but you follow this path and your screen will shake every time you get a square correct. If you get a square wrong, it will kill you and you start at the beginning unless you get the checkpoint halfway through. Checkpoints are very sparing in this game, so you have to get halfway, which is just to the hardwood floors at the end here. But you're not done with this level. The gold skull isn't given to you. You have to continue on to the far right of this room, and once you do so, you'll get a checkpoint right here, like I said before. And after this, you can see there's a little opening to the left. So once again, follow this path, and if you do this correctly and you don't die, I think I died once right here, so I mistimed my jump. All it does is spawn you at the hardwood. I definitely did this on purpose to show you guys there's checkpoints. I definitely just didn't die because I mistimed my jump.
You calling me a liar?
I ain't calling you a truther.
But anyways, if you follow the little path that I show in this run, you'll get to the gold skull, and then you make your way back. And once you do this, you will see where you need to put the gold skull, and this will be the end of the room. There's not much to this. These two were some of the easier puzzle rooms. I just wanted to give you guys the code to save some time. It is doable by yourself, so I do recommend playing this game. So this is actually the final room of the base game. I know, that's crazy, right? 6 minutes into the video, we're already done with the game. But not really. This is just the trophy.
This is where I'd put a trophy, if I had one!
And then there will be another set of rooms once you get through the cutscene. So you pick up the trophy, you'll get 2 achievements. One for opening the final door, and then one for completing the game. So after this, you'll go through a little bit of a cutscene, and then you'll eventually fall to the ground with the trophy. And once doing this, it'll unlock the last set of rooms. So for this part of the game, you actually have to bring the trophy you got for the end of the base game throughout the entire remaining levels. So all you do is you pick it up and you just bring it to the next room with you, and then once you complete the room, you go from there and you just bring the trophy along for the ride. This next room is placing all the colored skulls. I'm not giving you the code for this one. And then eventually it'll unlock the gold skull in the center of the room. And if you do this correctly, obviously it'll open the next door, and this is still not the end of the game, by the way.
I wish this will never end and we party forever!
But after this, like I said, go back and pick up your trophy. You need this for an achievement at the end of the game. And once you do, you'll get your achievement.
Pay attention to me, boy!
So for this room, I'm going to show you a quick compilation of where all the items go. They magnetize to the right people, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but you have to bring all of these items to all the people in here. None of them are very confusing. They're all pretty obvious for the most part. But after doing this, you'll eventually unlock the gold skull, and you'll make your way to the next room with the trophy, and you get your next achievement. So for another missable trophy in the final room of the game, you have to drink all of the alcohol.
Mr. Lee, is this you talking or the liquor?
Randy.
I am the liquor.
You just pick up all the rum bottles, and eventually you'll start drinking them. It's not too hard by any means, so just make sure you do it, don't miss it. In this final room, I'll show you where all the items go. I recommend trying to do this by yourself. It's not hard to figure out by any means, but once you do it, you'll place all the items. I think there's 3 each in each trunk. So once you do it, it'll unlock the gold skull. It'll come out of a little safe box to my right, or behind me to the right here. And once you do it, it'll show you that you unlocked it, and then this will be the final room of the game.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
Once you do this, you pick it up, put the skull in, but never forget your trophy. You need this for this section of the game. Now listen very closely. This final section of the game has 2 achievements to it, and technically you're supposed to play this game twice. I'll show you the little workaround for it. So obviously I brought the trophy into this final room, and I dropped it at my feet. There's a cutscene, you can't do anything for a while, but instead go to the left and pick up this big rock on the ground and pick it up. So what you're going to do is you're going to place this rock on the pedestal instead. And by doing this, you get another missable trophy. And as soon as the achievement pops, close your game and don't do anything else. If you do this quick enough, you won't have to play the game again, and it'll spawn you back at the front of the door. As you can see here, we're back at the front of the door, and my trophy's here. The rock is also over there if you want to do it again. Don't know why you do that, but just pick up your trophy, place it on the pedestal, and after doing this, you'll get your final achievement of the game. And that's all it is for 7 doors. Sorry, this one's a little bit boring compared to the rest, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all again next week.
One, two, three, four.